for you shouting for me. Or you're clapping for me. I want you to hear me clearly before you even shout or clap. I don't care what your state is now. If you were chosen in Yahweh, in Messiah, before the world was formed, you cannot tell me that you will die in any sin. Because the scripture says that you were chosen in the Messiah to be without fault. How can you be confessing that you die in fault? Because nobody can live without fault. Says who?
Right, says who? Amen.
Anyone who says that nobody can live without a fault will die in sin.
That's right. Amen.
And that's what Jesus people like to say, because they will die sinning. They will die in error unless they repent. That's why they have to tell you that nobody can live sin-free because they're living sinful.
Yes.
If you don't profess Yeshua as Messiah, you are dead in sin. Hallelujah. Glory. Woo.
Glory.
I don't shout for house and car. I shout knowing that Yahweh's thought about me before I was even formed. Well, that I shall be numbered among the righteous. Don't be ashamed about it. His choice of should make you feel glad. Be happy and bold. And when they tell you that nobody in the world could be sinless, say, I can. Because my Father, the Almighty God, has chosen me to be. Not I chose to be. He has chosen me to be. So possibly you say to me that I can stop and say, yes you can. And yes you will. You don't know how sweet that man is. I don't care how sweet he is. You will leave him. If he makes you live and say you shall leave. Because you were chosen to be holy. You weren't chosen to be his woman. You were chosen to be holy, not chosen to be his honey.
That's right.
Come on.
His choice of us exceeds every desire we have to go against him. Shout for that.
Hallelujah.
I rejoice in knowing Yahweh's thoughts about me, boy. So when crazy people want to talk, oh, Nigel London thinks he's holy. I don't think I'm holy. I am holy. He thinks he's the only perfect person. If I have to be, I am. I know who I am in the Messiah. I have been chosen to be. We have been chosen to be. If you say, look what you mean, you're a saint, rejoice in the choice your Father made about you. You don't know my past. You don't understand the things. I don't care what you've been through. I don't want to know your past. I know what he said about your future. Or what he said about you before you were born. You were chosen to be.
Amen.
Let them remind you all day. Do you remember what you were? Yes.
Yes.
I remember. But I know who I am now. You act as if you never sinned. I act me. I'm now acting as though I'm not sinful.
That's right.
I'm living as if I'm not.
That's right.
Because my confidence is in my Redeemer.
Amen.
My confidence is in the one who has redeemed me from the curse of sin. We boast in him. I don't boast in praying 5 times a day and 6 times a day and 7 hours a day. There's no fruit in that. I boast in knowing who I was chosen to be. Righteous. You were chosen to be without fault. Don't apologize for your righteousness. You don't owe them an explanation. Let your lights shine before men, not your explanations. That they could see your good works and glorify the Father who is in heaven. Amen. Man, you guys feel good, boy. Brother Manny and I went on how many miles you did? Maybe for 70. He lasted 90. I took him way up almost to Barry this morning. And he dying and look at me, a 45-year-old man. But that's what happens when you practice. And when you're now entering, he's now entering the sport of cycling. So I'm glad that man, he can make it.
Amen.
One day he'll beat me in the road.
That's right.
But today is his day to suffer. I told the guys I could ride for 90 and 100 miles and come and stand and talk. All the time. I don't know because if I rode 90 miles a day, did I? You never said no. In the heat. But when I think about the power of Yahweh's will, Man, I have to shout. I have to rejoice at any time.
Hallelujah.
Glory.
Let's talk about this before we go to Exodus, to Genesis 19. Because we're still talking to the power of the hour of deliverance. If anybody says to you, I don't know why you have me preparing you all the time to contend for the faith I've delivered to you. But if anybody tries to tell you that you have got the will to choose your God and your Savior, let me help you out with this. Because for some reason Yahweh keeps telling me to inform the church about how serious and deadly some statements are. There are people in error who try their best by the spirit of error to make you say things that you shouldn't say. Because they try to give church people a confidence beyond Yahweh's will.
Wow.
If you can say that you have the will to choose your Savior, let me tell you what they're telling you in essence. And I can give it a question. And it is not a stupid question, it's a question that you answer. Please. Is Yahweh's will greater than yours?
Yes. Yes.
Facebook is live. I want to hear an answer too. Is Yahweh's will greater than yours?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody in church call Yahweh the Almighty God?
Yes.
Do you know what that statement means? He's El Shaddai. Do you know what it means? It means Almighty. Do you understand what Almighty means? Okay. Almighty means that in all of the existing world, nobody is more powerful. Are you clear with that?
Yes.
Okay. So if nobody can be more powerful than him, how could your will be more powerful than his?
Come on.
Oh my. All right.
So if his will is to save you, how could preachers in Jesus will tell you that you have the will to not be saved? If you have the will to not be saved, then you are almighty.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But does the Bible say that God is not willing that any should perish? The Bible never said that. King James said that. The scripture says that Yahweh has not willed any of us to perish. I could will my car to Shamarian. Does that mean she's willing? I am the one who's willing it. It's a legal term. I have not willed her to perish. I have not willed my car to her. I've willed my car to her, for her to drive it. Who got the will? Me. And Kepha said he's not willing any of us to perish. You hear the difference? Not anybody in the world. Who's the us? Oh. So if he has never willed you by his will to perish, how are you perishing? Whose will is greater? The church who is in error, that says they could choose to call the Messiah Jesus, have all the will in the world. Because their will is to challenge Yahweh's word. Why? He chose them to do it.
Hallelujah.
Even that they don't have power over. If you watch him and you get mad, you were chosen to get mad about the truth. So Yahweh's wrath could be revealed against you. I'm announcing that in the new week, in this week, we're in the week already. If you want to come with me, fine. If you're scared, don't follow me. I'm going to stand in front of the Child Care and Protection Agency.
All right.
Tuesday morning.
All right, time.
Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to give you 2 days to stretch your legs proper. At 9 a.m. sharp at Dolphin Secondary School. Tuesday at what time you got to school? Somebody will drop you to school, boy. I drop you early, wake up early. Tuesday morning, bright and early. I shall be in front of the Child Care and Protection Agency. Why? Because the director of the Child Care Protection Agency is telling me that a child in the school there must be laws in Guyana that protects lesbian, gay, bisexual. There's nothing called a transgender. They don't exist. Children. Those are our words. Children, not adults. On Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., that's the time they go to work, I shall be standing in front of the Child Care and Protection Agency in peaceful protest. It will start peacefully. Because you see, if you don't understand me this afternoon, it's one thing for them to talk about adults. But when the director of the Child Care and Protection, hear the term, agency says that she is in support by her statement of lesbian, gays, bisexual, transgender, queer, inquisitive, inquiring, want to know who I am, children in the school being protected, you've just gone up a notch.
She has lost her direction.
A grown, gray-headed woman. This is not a young person.
Old fool.
Old woman. Is going to make such a statement about the children of Guyana when the law says that the actions are illegal. So we must have a law to protect criminals from being bullied. In the first place, why must she be saying that about our children?
That's right.
I thought they go to school to be educated from some curriculum. Science, math, geography, English language, and the like. How we come now to their sexual orientation? I repeat, if you're scared, don't come in. If you don't like lock up, don't come in. If they choose to lock me up, I'm going down telling them that she's wrong. This is no joke. Let the record also show that since the Child Care and the Protection Agency is willing to allow criminals or criminality among children, y'all don't make a mistake of sending any one of them to talk to any one of my children. That is okay. Because we can find another preacher for a few months in here because I go to jail. I am not going to allow my children for anybody to stand in the classroom to tell them that it is okay to be lesbian.
That's right.
And we'll protect you. I will go to prison.
That's right.
I know you're frightened, but I ain't scared. Thank you so much. If I could die for anything, I'd die protecting my offspring. Me? If I die for anything, I'd be protecting my family. Even begging for no house and car and giving people money. It'd be because I stood to protect my offspring from the wicked agenda in this country. And all the British High Commissioner, Mr. Quinn, to talk about is foolishness, sodomy. That's all his focus. All his mind is on giving people the right to do what?
To do what he doing.
I want to feel this fellow little strange because in this country there is nobody who can say that are denied basic human rights. Not in their hand. Not in this country. But the mic was up early. On Tuesday morning, at what time?
9 o'clock.
I'll be in front of the Child Care Protection Agency. Because this is not an old SASA, this is but the Child Care Protection Agency director, Ms. Green, saying that we must have laws in the school to protect our children. How she reach there? Yes, brother.
Apostle, this thing, I know if these people could see the rude awakening that is heading to Guyana, because they would rush, a lot of people would rush to arrest people like us that stand for what is right, but allow the people that are breaking the laws of the land to go free.
Exactly. Exactly. We're the ones who are bad. We're the ones who are evil. We're the ones who are crazy. I don't care what they call me. You want to see crazy? You'll see crazy if you fool around my children. I don't know if you all noticed in the news how many instances of bloodshed, violence, crazy deaths are occurring in this country.
Oh, yeah.
They can't keep pace with it. Why? A nation that opens its doors. We're talking from Genesis 19 for some reason today. Once your door is open to certain behaviors, I promise you that Yahweh shall react. And you ain't gonna like it. He has to. Because he's faithful to his word. Yes, Nehemiah. Oh, you're moving the mic today. Alright, Genesis 19 is something other, but the text you're most familiar with. Y'all know it by heart, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes. This is where Yahweh was going to deliver a man by the name of Lot. Now, before the Child Care Protection Agency director said what she said, last week Yahweh said, go to this book, go to Genesis, to speak to you about the hour of deliverance and how, for the record again, a loving God operated when he wanted to deliver his people. Some of you don't follow me on Facebook, so I have to make these reports publicly or standing before you. They're at Rosh Hashanah, Yahweh said, speak to you, or before that. And he said to let you know that he will fight for us.
Amen.
Thank you. He shall fight for us.
Amen.
His intention, because of excessive warning, is to show us in this country, and those who follow us across the world, that he is able to deliver. That his word is true.
Amen.
And those who seek to do evil, even by their speech, are under Yahweh's hand of wrath. Ever since I began saying that, the reports from the saints, some of you follow it, have begun to come in. Persons who once would taunt the saints and speak all manner of nasty things about Yahweh and Yeshua to mock them have begun to die. There's a woman who is reported to me that she would normally make a mockery of a sister, and the sister was going to fellowship. And she would laugh and say all kinds of stuff about the sister, and of course talking about Yahweh and whatever else it is. And suddenly demons began to torture her a few weeks ago. And her family, is reported, said that they would like for me of all people, to go to pray for her. Because nobody else prayed and working. Of course they couldn't ask, because they knew exactly what she was doing. But they didn't have the face to come and ask me anything. A few days ago, she committed suicide. Another woman, and I want you all to listen carefully, who told the police in Linden that myself and Apostle Thomas was having sex with someone of our sister or daughter. I didn't even go to the station. I left her alone. Because Yahweh said he will fight for us. So I said, I will fold my hand and see the end of this one. Who said, not just me, that she saw Apostle Thomas and me having sex with our daughter. No problem. The report came recently that the same woman has begun to lament and say that she can't understand why she's not losing everything. Her husband is dead. A child began to take everything she owns, nothing she has. And she keeps finding everybody saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Maybe if I apologize, my life will change because I've lost everything within days. Yahweh shall fight for us.
Amen.
He ain't playing. If you can recall, I stood before you and said to you one day, looking at the camera, he said, you pastors who feel like Pharaoh, that you could hold people for long and your children will bury you? No. You will begin to bury some of your own children. One of them is burying this child. When Yahweh chooses to speak in this manner, your best option, if you don't agree, is don't talk. I have seen more than enough of his power to fight for me.
Amen.
I have seen him fighting in the life of saints and ensuring that he proves the wicked wrong. So in Genesis chapter 19, where Yahweh sent 2 angels to Sodom in the evening, when Lot was sitting from verse 1, Genesis 19 verse 1. The 2 angels came to Sodom that evening, when Lot was sitting at the gate of Sodom. Lot saw them, got up to greet them, and prostrated himself on the ground. Something in him said they weren't ordinary. He said, "Here now, my lords, please come over to your servant's house." He never met them. "Spend the night, wash your feet, get up early, and go on your way." I want you to get this. Because most of you spend normally Sunday school tonight. I went to Sunday school once in my whole life as a boy. And that was vacation Bible school. Then I became a teenager following Jesus is when I started Sunday school in the Assemblies of God Church. And I always had questions that some of them I wanted to answer. What was the angel's assignment?
To destroy Sodom.
You could shout, Papa.
To destroy Sodom and Gomorrah.
That was all they had to do. Were they killing Lot?
No.
So what was the assignment? Give me the twofold assignment.
They want to rescue Lot.
Rescue Lot and then?
Destroy Sodom.
Ah, right. Okay, good. Lot doesn't know the angel's assignment. Let me tell you what he said again. "Here now, my Lord," verse 2. "Please come over to your servant's house. Spend the night. Wash your feet. Get up early. And go on your way." In Lot's mind, he will entertain them and they leave him where he is. Their assignment was not to be entertained. It was to deliver. My assignment in your life was never to be a friend. It is to preach the truth to you, so that you shall be delivered from error. That's my assignment to you. So if we're not being friendly, my assignment hasn't changed, because we're supposed to be friendly. My assignment was to preach the truth to you, so that you can be delivered. For Yahweh has revealed to me the destruction that comes to those in error.
Amen.
You see it.
Amen.
Lot was not aware of why they were present. He found out later. So he was being most hospitable. And he was instructing the angels, "Come to my house. Wash your feet. Get up early. Go your way." In his kindness, he misses their assignment. My assignment is not to come to your house, eat chicken and rice. No. Bless you, Brother Chris. I missed you last week, man. I tell them before I missed that one. If you understand what the messenger of truth is to you, you will never be moved. If he's not hanging out with you, you won't be bothered by that, because his assignment is always greater than your entertainment. But he kept pressing them, come, come, come. So look at Yahweh's wisdom. So they went home with him, and he made them a meal, baking unleavened bread or matzah for their supper, which they ate. But before they could go to bed, the men of the city surrounded the house. Angels are messengers of Yahweh. They do the will of Yahweh. They're told the mind of Yahweh. They're on assignment. They know that at the end of this assignment, Sodom and Gomorrah shall be destroyed. They know it. So, if you reverse, or go ahead, don't find it yet, but Kiefer wrote about Lot. And Kiefer said that the righteous man Lot was troubled, was grieved by the sin of Sodom. That's what the Bible said. You ever heard that?
Yes.
The righteous Lot was grieved. My question to you, Smith and all of you, Messiah, all of you preachers, what grieves you? I always ask you that.
Yeah.
This lady could come on television and say that now they're allowing this behavior in the school, and you report it.
What means it?
It doesn't trouble you. And you are offended that I grieve. You all know the infamous, I call them now, the infamous prophetess and her husband. Sometimes Yahweh gives me time to see how crazy people are, for real. He doesn't rush the process. Somebody sent a photo to me, a screenshot, say, Apostle, look at this. My jaw dropped. And it explains why they could come and mark with us against sodomy. Because the son is asking a question. The son of an apostle and prophetess is asking a question. Which one do you prefer? A gay son or a thug?
Wow.
Now hold on a second. How I could be an apostle and my child is asking such a question on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you are, to make a choice. And the question is, which one does a preacher prefer? A son who's gay or a son who's a thug or a bad boy? How are you asking such a question as a boy? Which one you already? You feel name I could ask me, Apostle. Which one would you choose? A gay or my being gay or a thug? When he catches himself with ice on his forehead, he knows the answer. Because I'll knock him out. To recalibrate his brain, to try to shut him off, and a shock us to get him back in line. How could a man, child ask such a question? Which one does a preacher prefer? Somebody else didn't know what the first boy said. Sent a screenshot of the daughter's continuous following. And all that she likes and loves most of the time is a lesbian basketball player. Why? What makes this behavior so attractive? That's why you can't come and march. For me, if any one of my children, and they can't try it, but if they try it, showed me a sign that they're lesbian, I go in the street more than anything else. Because they're going to know that I'm crazy. And I'm against the behavior. Whatever my child is doesn't stop me from standing against it. Because people like to feel that if your daughter says she's lesbian, will you still be against it? Of course I'll be against it. And her.
That's right.
I know some questions then go in your mind. Will she say you're allowed to live in your house? No! If I could say, because people are going to say that Bahamas may say hell is a cuss word. I can say hell in church. Because it's in the Bible. Hell no! Living who else? Where? Out. You're gone. Out. You're okay?
Yes.
You're not in my house. I did not raise you to be that, so why must I feed you while you're being it? Your mommy raised you. And if your mother is so sentimental and sensual and sensitive and so weighed down by the thought that her baby will be in the street, you enjoy when people come to the street. Too young to be happy on the outside. Because she lives in the house. What do you think, hon?
I love my bed.
Thank you so much. She says she loves her bed. I don't agree with that. And that's why I like your friend, boy. We're on the same page. Not in my house. I say them without even a smile on my face. None of my children is allowed in my house if we can get together. Not one of them.
Correct.
I tell them, find the person who made you that. Didn't I tell you before you think of the joke in her? Because I know the strategy that you know is, but Daddy, I kill myself. I tell you, I know it all the time. You will? That's my first question for you. You will do that? When? When you plan on doing this? You know, somebody else said, never come back here. Don't, because I ain't doing what I said. When you're killing yourself, how? What's the fastest method you'll use? You don't know, let me give you a list of things you can kill yourself. I'm changing what I said.
Show them the rock person and then.
Thank you, dear heart. And when you finish, before you kill yourself, go to Sandy's,
Yes.
go to Merriman, go to someone and give them and pay. Because I never read that. So pay your money. Put a down payment on your funeral. Call a sodomite preacher, because I ain't coming either. They must know in their heart that I refuse to tolerate certain behaviors. They must know that. So even if a temptation comes, the reality is my father is a madman. I told one of my daughters in the faith this week, I said, you know I'm 99.9% crazy. I just 0.1% straight in my head. So you talk fool and you do fool and come in a crazy story here, you know I'm mad already.
Correct.
I got a mama, Johnson, tell me she got 2 certificates. One to go into my house and one to leave so she can't come back. The old lady. She said, I got 2. I never got 1 certificate. One to go in and one on the left side can't come back. So I'm mad twice. You can't raise this generation thinking that you're remotely tolerant of foolishness.
No way. No way.
It is too evil, church. They're too wicked. And they have too much support.
Yes. True.
You can never lose a righteous child. You alright? If Yahweh chose your child to be righteous and you put him out, they'll come back righteous.
Yes.
You can't lose a righteous offspring. I'm going somewhere with this. If Yahweh chose your child to be holy, she will come back home holy. That's how I live my life. I put her out unholy, she come back fixed. I'm driving the road and she sees me, if after 2 weeks she sees me and says, Daddy, don't ever call my name. I ain't playing with that. You don't call me. Who's your pa? Me? When? When you come, you're knocking on my door. You're calling at the gate. If I got to change the dog for y'all, I can find a new puppy vinegar, a bad one, a bad man, they never knew. I put him in the gate. So you got to holler from the street, Daddy, Daddy. Yes? How may I help you? I tell you all this, say if I die today, you've got a record here. You got to put your hand up in front of my gate and say, I repent. Yes. I no longer am that. Then you come in inside. I will hug you and cry and bawl and you will see my trip and say, oh God, at last you save her. But until then, don't come back to my house.
Correct.
Not welcome.
I don't entertain rebellious and wicked children. Not in my house. Why, Apostle? I will never reap what I didn't sow.
Alright.
I believe in the farming principle. It's in the book. You shall reap what you sow. I never saw rebellion. rebellion to my parents, how are you different from you? You're offended, so that's what kind of harvest you want with the two of us? If any one of my children is a rebel, they give me the wrong baby. I went back to the hospital and say, hey doc, listen here, you're giving me the wrong one. I fed her for a long time, but it's the wrong baby you give me. Because none of my children is supposed to give me a harvest I never planted.
That's right.
That's good.
The scripture says that every tree shall bring forth after its kind. If I'm not a rebel, she's not a rebel, how we got a rebellious tree in the yard? I going back to doc and say, doctor, you give me the wrong baby, change her, switch her. Give back another one. Run the list and see what baby you give me the mistake. Where you going? Oh. I thought you got a next walking outside because the message was just over. When you finish, you'll find the ones who got outside to go it up. Right? So, Lot was troubled by the behavior of the people. It bothered him. His heart was heavy when he saw how wicked his neighborhood was. Are you bothered by what you see in Guyana?
Of course. Yes.
Does it concern you?
Yes.
Oh. It grieves me in this nation when I see the depth of evil that is in it. Guyana had wicked people, yes, but we never had leaders that endorsed it. There's a difference. We never had leaders that endorsed certain behaviors in this country.
No.
So the men, before they could go to bed, verse 4 of Genesis 19, the men of the city surrounded the house. The scripture says young and old. Everyone from every neighborhood of Saddam, all countrymen say all body show up. They called Lot and said to him, where are the men who came to stay with you tonight? Bring them out to us. We want to have sex with them. The scripture says everyone from every neighborhood of Saddam come for 2 men. How man? When they would stop? These fellas ain't easy. Young and old. A whole tribe. Say, where are the 2 men who came to stay with you? Bring them out here. We want to have sex with them. Say, if Lot had brought them out to you and they were mere mortals, you never do stuff.
Till morning.
Y'all see how these people's minds are? Yes. Everybody down and one a piece. Watch this. The people in Saddam did not know the angels were on assignment. I know you all know this from Sunday school, but you can hear it in the spirit this afternoon. They went and made a request, just like Lot said, stay the night, eat, whatever. They came with another request. Because they did not know who the messengers were. It's amazing that they could have gone to Lot's house and said, we want to have sex with the 2 men that will eventually kill us, because they didn't know what's going to happen. So in their arrogance, they're asking for the angels to be given to them so they could have sex with them. It tells me that Yahweh has blinded some people.
Yes.
And they will never understand that the person you are seeking to dehumanize and to disrespect has a word in his mouth that will bring an end to your life. You want to talk about a solemn assembly? This might be one right here this afternoon. Based on their normal life, they felt, because this can't be the first time here, they felt that this here is okay for us to do, because after all, we've been like that. We could say what we want, we could do whatever we want, because nothing has ever happened to us in Saddam. They have no record of disaster. The prophet Ezekiel said that They were arrogant people. They were puffed up with pride. They were filled with greed. They were abominable. That's what he described them. So Yahweh said, since this is your behavior, I have 2 men, not 2,000, on an assignment for y'all. So in their head, they had authority to do what they wanted to the angels. Because they never knew the power that was in Lot's house. Look at Lot in his fear and weakness. Lot went out to them and stood in the doorway, closing the door behind him. I said, please, my brothers, listen to this statement. They're your brothers. Don't do such a wicked thing. Look here. I have 2 daughters who are virgins. Imagine me doing this to my 2 babies. Or 2 or 3. Please, let me bring them out to you. So you can do, and you can do with them what seems good to you. But don't do anything to these men since they are my guests in my house. Now this is a principle of Israel here. Of the Hebrew, there wasn't, Yahweh didn't call Yaakov yet. But it was cultural for them to entertain guests in a certain manner. They protected the guests with their own lives. Verse 9, the men replied, stand back! Back up! Look at their behavior. This guy came to live here. You're a foreigner. And now he decides to play judge? That sounds familiar to y'all.
Yes.
From that, we'll deal worse with you than with them. Now hold on. So now there's 2 men in the house. They say, forget about the 2, we will deal with you worse than them. Now what was they going to do to the last? Man, if it's 2, but now you say you'll do to Lot worse than you have done to 2 men in the house. Okay. Then they crowded on Lot in order to get close enough to break down the door. But the men inside reached out their hands and brought Lot into the house to them and shut the door. Do you remember that I was in my house last week, right?
Yes.
Okay. Lot made a wicked offer because she had never said he could take his 2 daughters. But the angels were on an assignment to rescue a person named Lot. And although his thinking was off when he was outside of the house, the angels said, come in here. Because although you talk wrong, we will still do right. Although your speech was based on fear and being hospitable, our assignment is to not leave here without a man in love. They took him in the house. And they shut the door. Then, while they were in the house, they struck the men at the door of the house with blindness while they were inside. So now the men inside is not seeing them. They didn't touch anybody. They didn't say anything to anybody. But just based on the power within them, they were able to effect damage on the men outside without even touching one of them. Because the hour of deliverance had come. And when the hour of deliverance comes, is when Yahweh chooses to demonstrate his power in his servants. To show the wicked that in this house are those who are preserved by my will. Watch this. But outside are those who shall be destroyed by my will. And none of them will change what Yahweh said.
Wow.
Look at this. He said both small and great, so that they couldn't even find the doorway. Verse 12, then the men said to Lot, Do you have any people here besides yourself? Whoever you have in the city, son-in-law, your sons, your daughters, bring them out of this place. Ready for verse 13?
Yes.
Because we are going to destroy it. Yahweh has become aware of the great outcry against them. That's how evil they were. And Yahweh has sent us to destroy it. Look at this. I can move your foot. Alright. Y'all know I'm too smart, because I always have to rely on brilliant people to help me out. Were there any, or likely any, babies living in Sudan?
Oh, yes. Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
They could have been, like in Egypt, infants who
Yes.
could walk,
Yes.
but they were in Sudan. Correct?
Yes.
What was the angel's assignment regarding Sudan?
Destroy it. To be inhabited.
All who lived in Sudan were on Yahweh's kill list. All. Watch this. Again, answer for my sake. Did any woman show up to that door?
No.
None. So they didn't do anything. They never came to this door to do anything, correct?
Yes.
But what was the angel's assignment concerning them?
Kill them.
But isn't God a God of love? What the your Pentecostal and Baptist tell us? God wouldn't do that to people. God is a God of love. God loves everybody. And God is not willing for anybody to suffer, so what was he going to do to them? Saints, for some reason, I say it all the time, only his mind knows why he keeps telling me to warn you. Stop defining Yahweh by your emotions as a human being. He is not a human being. He is sovereign. He is all powerful. Alright. Watch this. Before you are ever conceived or a thought of your existence came, he is, not was. Yahweh exists outside of time. Yahweh is called Ahaya, which is the self-existing one. He does not need a person to exist.
Amen.
Which means then that he could kill who he wants and still be Yahweh.
That's right. Nothing changed.
If your feelings about him changes today, it doesn't change who he is.
That's right.
It changes what you go through. You want me to help you? Because if you're chosen, who's chosen here? Who's chosen? Be careful to raise your hand now. Who is a child of Yahweh? Put your hand up if you're sure. If they're sure, okay, great. Shaul told the Hebrew people, in Hebrews, he said, do not despise the chastising of the Lord. For whomever he loves, he will chastise. Every son he loves, he will beat them, scourge them. Why? Because if he says you're his child, and you don't like how I talk about Yahweh today, so I don't think that God will do that. He will beat you until you come back and say, yes, you will do this. Question. Question. Great.
Someone by the name of Cash Money says,
Who? Cash money. Okay.
why then, even after deliverance, Lot's daughter went with him?
Great question. Why then, even after deliverance, Lot's daughter? Well, you went ahead of me, but maybe you're busy after this, so I'll ask you right now. Because the angels asked her the question, who else you have with you? Whoever else is here with you, whoever lives in this house, take them out with you. Just like the Hebrew people in the house. Can I go in my house to show Cash money? Fine, let me go home then. Give me a minute, let me go home. Watch this. Lot is in the house. Don't follow me. He's in the house. And remember he told the angel, I have 2 daughters. I could told the man, I have 2 daughters, I could bring them out to you. So where are the daughters if you can bring them out?
In the house.
In the house. The angel said, who else is here? Because the angel is showing you as a parent that in Yahweh's mercy, he has a covenant with Abraham, not Lot. And because of his covenant with God's uncle named Abraham, he said, I will preserve Lot. Watch this. And because Lot is grieved by the sin of the city, I preserve Lot's household. All right. The daughters have no covenant with Yahweh. Y'all all right?
Yes.
But because of their location, they have protection. I will talk to some of you rebellious, stubborn children this afternoon. The only thing that preserves some of your life is where you live. Let me talk to some of you parents in here this afternoon. You don't understand how important your presence is in the house. Some of you, and Mom Jay, on my way here, Yahweh began to make it seem very clear to me. The day some of you walk out your house, even your tenants in trouble.
I believe it.
The thief could never do anything when you're home. Your presence is so important that they can't do anything when you're home. You don't understand how important you are as a child of Yahweh because the church taught you some foolishness. When you are Yahweh's child, your house, 1 Corinthians 7 said that what? The sanctified spouse sanctifies the unsanctified one so your children could be okay. That's how important you are in the house. And when they want to be rude and talk foolishly, sometimes you tell them, do you understand why you live it?
I have one at me.
Thank you. Don't play with them. Do you understand why you are where? Okay, one more scripture for that. Yeshua sent his messengers and disciples to cities. He said, go in the cities. And whichever house you find worthy, say shalom. Or give them your peace. Watch this. If they are unworthy of it, no, you're right with them. Everybody told his own disciples to do to them. Take your peace back. Don't just take your peace back. Hold on, man. Wait, man. Dust it off. When you dust your feet, dust it off. You know what this means? I will carry no trace of you with me on this city. That means trouble. When a man of Yahweh or a disciple take a piece of somebody, do you know what you leave? I am too good at English. That means the opposite of please, because I know English too well.
War.
Who?
War.
Oh. So are you supposed to cause war to come to people's house? Read the Bible.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
When you decide, based on the behavior that this night down with you, hell breaks loose. Why do you want my foot, boy? Go to my socks in the hole. The shoes are shake off the ducking off. I am. Y'all are called Hebrew by the state of your mind. Romans 2 said you are not Hebrew by appearance, but by the inward circumcision of your mind. You are a Hebrew when you are saved. The Hebrew people have a principle that you can't get yet because you think you're Guyanese. You are Hebrew. When you say, like the Bible said, as a Hebrew person, Yahweh don't play with that. He said, when you say peace to them and they don't want to receive your peace, take it back.
You give it, take it back.
That's what the book said. When you take it back,
Then Yahweh will do.
oh, Lot's daughters were never righteous people because they were never weak for anything. They were in the right place. They weren't righteous. Secondly, they never had blood covenant. They never had the spirit of Yahweh in them. So they could never be righteous. They were just connected to Lot. And Lot said, I got some folk to come with me.
Same principle.
That is the point. If you're in the house, Israel was in the house. Yahweh said, whoever is in this house right here, mark this post. Whoever, I don't care what they were doing before, once they are in here and I see blood, they say.
Also the same thing with the storm too.
Same thing with the storm. Where was Yeshua? On the
the
boat with them.
And the other boats around, I'm sure.
And there were other boats, that's it baby, there were other boats around, little boats. And when Yeshua told the storm, stop, what happened to the little boat?
They experienced the calm.
Sister Sean, just because of locations of people are saved.
Apostle, it said that Lot had son-in-laws, right?
Right.
Sons-in-laws, sorry. How come his daughters are still working?
he had other children.
He had other, that's basically he had two. Not just 2 daughters, right? He had other daughters. But he got two virgins. The rest were unfortunately long gone. The cherry fall for the tree long time. Lord said, I got 2 here, 2 untouched ones. Take it, man, do what you want. And eventually you don't want girls. But by their location, I'm saying to you, saints, Yahweh's power to deliver can include your family because of you.
Same thing with you.
Noah, same thing. But what you have to understand is when he takes you and them out of a perilous situation, it doesn't mean that their state of mind has changed.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So some of them are not sick because they're living in your house. But it doesn't change your state of mind. But let them get crazy and deciding to walk out and see what happens. Now you understand why I don't chase after rebels. Because when you are in my presence, the goodness of Yahweh preserves you. You want to leave it? Then you'll understand what happens when you go there. Lot went out in verse, or before we get to verse 14, we can pick that up next week. But Lot, the angel said, Yahweh has sent us to destroy this city. Yahweh has sent us to destroy the city because of their wickedness. You heard me preach about the Dorian because Yahweh has given me a clear word. 2 islands were almost wiped off the map. The greatest destruction ever seen in the nation of the Bahamas happened on the 1st of September. And the greatest degree of inhumane attitude toward people was seen in the month of September after the storm. You have to understand that Yahweh has the power to look at an entire nation or city and wipe it off if he wants to. It's his power. In Georgetown, I'm not in the Mississippi. I live in what's called the hilly sand and clay belt region. Hilly is the term. Hilly, high. To get to them, you have to keep climbing hills and then you go up on the high part. That's where I live. Coastlanders, you are 6 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet below sea level. When you drive on the Seawall Road, East Bank Road, you look up at the ocean, you just don't see it. How you have to be so wicked in the city in Georgetown? How in the world could you know in your mind that you are driving and walking below the ocean and you're still wicked? I tell you why. Because that, I told you in 2016, that behind us will be used to judge some of your sins. That right there. The righteous will not perish. The house is not you. So don't tell me about the apostle who to my house. Your house is not you.
Correct.
Hallelujah.
You are the house of Yahweh. You are the house.
Amen.
Come to Linden if you're scared. You don't get flooded. But you living 6 feet below the sea level, and you're wicked and nasty. Yes, Brother Mike.
Even until now, I guess that's why they only made one road leading that way.
One road.
City.
One road.
In case of anything.
If there's disaster, where you're going? Man, you're a righteous man, you will die. I have never seen. I've not listened to church. This book, but not this book. In here, the Bible, the scriptures of Yahweh, I cannot see one righteous person perishing when the wicked is being judged. I never saw it. So if you're frightened, maybe you're wicked. I have never seen the righteous forsaken. Never. Yahweh is too just to destroy a righteous person. He don't do that. He doesn't do it. Yahweh preserved the righteous. The book said Yahweh knows how to deliver the righteous. That's what the book said. The righteous Lot was in his house. His children were in his house. And Yahweh said to the angels, tell him, we are here to destroy the city. To destroy the entire city. All. Baby, cat, dog, everybody. We will destroy them. What did the cat do?
Okay.
What did Rufus the puppy do? What's Sparky did, the little puppy?
Just far.
Walk a little puppy in the yard. You wicked people, everything about you is under threat because you're wicked. Even your bird in the cage. And maybe say, Yahweh. Our Father, listen. All I'm asking you to do is to hear about the power of your deliverer. And understand why you must worship the one who will choose to put you outside of the house. Don't make worship casual. Understand that because of his will, you are able to see, David said. David said, with my eyes will I behold and see the reward of the wicked. You aren't wicked. Your position is to see what happens to wicked people. That's your right. Yahweh give you front row seat to see the reward of the wicked. He didn't make you wicked. He made you see it. We shall see the reward of the wicked. You hens who feel that you got some pill to drink that HIV as a cure, you better pray to Yahweh that HIV is a cure, because one worse coming after. Yahweh will destroy the wicked. You preachers who know the truth, but continue to lie to Yahweh's people, oh. Yahweh is just and sovereign. We give him glory because he has chosen us to be redeemed, to be caught up in a place whereby he shall avenge us. Redeem means he shall fight for you. Yes, he will. So let me close with this. When the angels decided to go to Lot's house, Yahweh knew what the men would do. Yeah, you know?
Yes.
Good. So he allowed his messengers to go to a place where people try to abuse them. Because he knows, once you get there, my anger will increase against them. Sometimes, Yahweh will position you in places for people to abuse you for a time, so that his wrath against some of y'all even like this one like here. Sometimes Yahweh will make you marry a person. When you were in error, he said, now marry him then. Just so that a day could come when they get evil and won't be mean. Then he said, treat her bad. Do him harm. Do her badly, man. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. Feel that you got all the power in the world. Because the day is coming when I shall manifest my wrath in your life. Yahweh would sometimes make you fall in love so he could fall in the fire. That is called sovereignty. Let me prove it to you. The book of a woman named Abigail. Abigail was a charming, wonderful, decent. Oh my Lord. She was the sweetest thing ever. But she married a man named Nabal. And Nabal's name means crass or stupid. He was an idiot. An idiot. A zombie. Imagine your name means flower. Beautiful. And you marry a beast. But all her life she was not bad to him. And this man took she was married and didn't understand the quality of woman he had. He was so busy being himself. Oh, what the book said. That Yahweh, David, the king, David was coming to the area. And he wanted some help. But Nabal, the boss, said, no king can't talk to me. Y'all ever know some men like that? Don't say amen. Yeah, they're so bad and nobody could talk to them. Nobody can talk to me. Okay, great. Okay. So David said, you want me mean? I will kill you. His wife heard that the king is coming to be with him. But he was so stupid she couldn't tell him. The book said that Nabal was drinking liquor with his boys because he bad with it. He taking the sip of liquor, drinking wine and enjoying himself. And his wife watched him knowing that your head is near. And when he heard the news that the king, because he refused to be kind, is coming to kill you, he had a heart attack. He died. He couldn't believe that his day of judgment was upon him. Why did Yahweh do that? Because the scripture says that after Abigail's husband died, she was married to a nutcase, to a fool, to a idiot. When he died, the king, my God. Who say hallelujah, Black John? That's the king. After he died, the king. She was married to a fool living at one level. And when he died, Yahweh said, my reward for you, dear heart. I will not replace Nabal with Nabal. You getting a king. You are transitioning to a palace because you had a fool in the past. I don't know who I'm talking to this afternoon. I'm not talking to this afternoon, but hear me, y'all. You have suffered long enough. When Yahweh shows up to reward you, he doesn't reward you as a peasant. The king took her and made her his wife. Look at her reward for suffering. That's why I told you, it's possible for you to fall in love with somebody in the past so they could treat you badly. And then Yahweh says, now my time to act is now. Girlfriend, I got 2 minutes left. Some people don't understand why some wives would sit at a funeral and don't shed water of a tear. Let me tell you all in here something. If you see you, the woman I'm talking to, don't cry when you die. Now nobody make you cry when you're supposed to be rejoicing. Watch him in the box, and he reminds you at last. It took this long. Wow.
3 o'clock?
See in the morning. You don't weep over deliverance. Abigail didn't holler for Nabal. David took her and transitioned her into a place of joy.
When did we get married?
Thank you. Am I mean? No, I'm righteous. When you get deliverance, don't let societal expectations become norms. Make you say, if I don't cry, they can think I'm mean. You are delivered!
Rejoice.
Glory! They can't handle this boy.
Rejoice.
You are delivered! Now, if you sit at my funeral, you cry, you. Listen here. I tell you, I go wake up and say, yourself, what happened, man? You can't cry even one tear for me, what happened, man?
Asleep, man. Cry, man.
Just as she go ball there, roll up on the front. Right. You know the society make you holler. Do you know why some children could stand at the father's funeral and don't shed one tear? Because in their eyes he died long ago.
Yes.
So they just watch and say, good, okay, this is the end of the chapter here. Move on. Some children will not even go to their own father's funeral. You're not mean, you're free. Can I close with this petition, please, Marie, Kinda, Regina, Marvelous? My children, my offspring, and those in the spirit. If I become Naval's girlfriend, I tell you, don't come to my funeral. Don't spend the money to bury me. Let the state bury me. I am dead serious. Don't ever make an investment in a father who doesn't deserve it. Even in his death, don't do this. I am asking you with my life on the line. If I am mean and evil to your mother and you know it, don't you ever holler at my funeral. Don't you come. Let them say you bad. They couldn't even go to your own father's funeral, fine. But you know why you come. Why are you all so quiet? I just tell you I'm 99% crazy. I mean what I tell you. My children shall honor me in death because I must be deserving of it. Not because society says it. I must deserve it.
That's right.
They must know. I tell you, if they can't stand and say, that man in this box right here, this fella sleep because he was holy. Don't come. Don't cry. Don't shed any tear for me because people expect you to cry. Tell them he was dead long ago. I just came to see that his chest isn't moving. Yes, I did. Now I can move on in my life. When you're a father and you live by this standard, then you not treat your children like fools. They understand that this quality of man in my life, if he could be my father, then my husband better step up. Because my daddy never showed me this example. My father was a man of righteousness, you better be one. Girls, Kaina, Mari, Gina, when you have a daddy of righteousness, Adasa, when you have a righteous papa, dear heart, never marry a man beneath the standard. Adasa, you hear me? Good.
Apostle,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if you ever heard the statement that Dr. Miles Monroe said. He said he has lived full.
And he died empty. There you go. Oh, yes. And I leave this verse right here. Anyone you in this room, all in because you know I was righteous. And you're going to miss me. Don't cry because you wonder where I gone. I want you to make it. I want you to do that. You must cry because you'll miss me. Don't cry because I'm dead. I'm sleeping. I won't die. Say sleep.
Amen.
You could tell me, Apostle, enjoy your rest. Say it in your head. When he enjoys it. Don't go type in the Facebook with Apostle, I miss you. I'm dead. Don't talk to me to death. That's necromancy. Don't talk to dead people. Don't speak to dead people. Don't go on no Facebook and say, Apostle, when that book comes up there. Apostle, I will miss you. You're a father to me. Stop it. Don't talk to dead people. It's necromancy. Don't do it. Yes, Mrs. Zola.
This pastor that rebuked me for speaking about Yeshua and Yahweh, Jesus, please.
Really?
Yeah. And apparently, and after, as you said, I took back my peace, and
right.
that's it. And I don't have to say anything. The mother, I think the mother passed. You see amounts of crap
Wow.
on Facebook about, a set of foolishness. I thought they should have known better. It's such a shame.
There you go.
But they're refusing truth and they're dabbling with necromancy.
Wow, thank you, sis. Exactly. You know, we're talking to them. People who come to my tomb and grave and tell me, Daddy, Mark is not behaving himself. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Daddy, Marie, listen to you. She married a man who was not like you. What do you want me to get up and tell Marie you made a mistake? I am dead. Don't speak to me if I'm dead. I couldn't hear you. And you better not come with this foolishness, but I'm some angel watching over you. Don't try it. Don't try it. Because I'm going to ask the Father for 15 seconds to come and tell you, when did I say to watch over you? Let me see you don't die with a heart attack. Don't come tell me. I'm the angel watching over you. I'm dead. I'm asleep. I entered what is called eternity. Awaiting my reward from the righteous one. That's what I'm doing.
That's right.
You won't see me again, you best live right. Because me, you will be up in the same place. Don't tell me I'll see you one day. See me how? You all hear me?
Yes.
Can you grant me that request, please?
Yes.
Don't get emotional and start giving no speech at funeral. Apostle, I'm here this afternoon to tell you that I miss you. They should take the mic and say, sit down! You want to appreciate me, do it now. Don't wait till I go out to tell me out and I fancy. So come now. Right. Bless you all, saints. My girlfriend. I read, there's a song, man. I wrote a song to this in my head a lot. I give glory to Yahweh for you, saints. I praise Him because you're able to receive the truth with meekness. And you can run with the truth with gladness. You were chosen in Him. Sister hand is up. Or you the last person to talk before we go. Shalom, shalom. Gotcha.
Also Wednesday, I went to take my mother to clinic at the hospital under the maternity ward. And while there, a man came in and he went to the people. Well, I was like, right here I am, and he's like wearing this. And he telling the people something about peace and happiness and love. He started off nice. And then he tell them, yeah, I must stop saying about this white tie. Jesus is a man with white tie and blue eyes and white long, white hair and start eating. I said, Yeshua is the name.
I love you.
So he continued to talk and I said, Yeshua is the name.
Right.
And he watched me and he raised his hands up. And he switched up the Granger. And he telling them, the president something. Well, I didn't pay much attention to because I know I on the case.
Right.
Yeshua talk now. And he talking now was Granger. Pop, he gone back to the Jesus and Jesus I said, hello. Yeshua is the name. I said the scripture says, speak the truth. When you know the truth,
Right.
it shall set you free.
There you go.
Let's stop telling people lies and tell them the truth.
Hallelujah.
He said, Yahoshua or something like that. I said, Yeshua.
There you go.
He said, yes. And he talked a little bit and he disappeared.
Done. There you go. Bless you for your righteous stance, girl. I praise Yahweh for you. Hallelujah.
I promise to declare the truth.
That's
There
right.
I am.
I was a bicycle race the other day. And I fell at the line, said, Pastor, you pray and tell up. She said, I said, who's Jesus? At the line before the road, I said, who is Jesus? Who? Nobody ever walked, no European ever walked to try to save anybody. But I praise Yahweh for that kind of person. They know church people. He said, oh, so what's his name? I said, Yeshua. You know what he said? Oh, Yeshua. No fight. But you demons and politics got to fight all the time. He didn't know. He said, oh yeah? I said, man, you haven't any European company. The man said, no. So what's his name? I said, Yeshua. He said, with a Yeshua. No, he said, Yeshua. I said, no, not Yeshua. Yeshua. Let me fix it nicely. He said, oh, right, Yeshua. Story finished. As simple as that, we receive the truth. Y'all gotta be bold about this.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Make me break my promise.
When people talking about Jesus, they got to work extra hard to defend themselves.
Right.
When something about Yeshua or Yahweh comes up, we don't even have to see anything something. This is Yahweh is fighting for us.
Bless you, son. I'm glad you thought. He fights for us, saints. So rejoice in him, amen? Facebook, we thank you all so much for your time. We appreciate your being here. Remember, you've gone already. Remember that we're working in paradise still, so let's give according to that. Let's give with that in mind. And let's be able to, as they say, cause just 10 people, or less than 10 people, to finish the building debt-free. We shall borrow no money from the bank, not a cent, not a penny, not a nickel. We shall complete the building, not owing anyone anything but love. And I'm so glad that only 10 of us could do it. According to them. Amen?
Amen.
While we're at it, if I don't live until the building is finished, there'll be no dedication of a building. I don't dedicate the cement and sand. That's steel. When it's done, we thank Yahweh for being finished, and we shall have finished therein. There'll be no dedication service, we breaking a bottle of oil or coconut. Breaking coconuts is a Hindu practice. We break it up. Amen.
Amen.
We throw in oil and water, oil and salt, anywhere in the building. Are you okay?
Yes.
Thank you. The building is a building, it's a structure made with hands. We are the living stone, building up a holy house for Yahweh. Amen? Thank you. So I appreciate it.
Bring the oil and bring the coconut water. We have food to cook.
If you go fry fish and drink coconut water. Bless you all. Thank you so much.